Yo, man, it's your boy ZAKK TV, man. I'm back with another video. So today, man, we're gonna be checking out every canceled dream match explained in WWE history. This is about every canceled dream match. So we're gonna go ahead, man, check this video out. It's about wrestling explained forever. If you guys want to check out his YouTube channel or whatever, I will link this video in the description. If you guys new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like and share, and comment down below what you thought think about this video. And also, go check out my latest videos as well. Let's go ahead, man, and get into this video.
Stone Cold versus Hulk Hogan. This was supposed to be the industry's true generational clash. The superhero of the golden era versus the anti-hero of the attitude era.
Facts.
Two icons with completely opposite philosophies. Hogan telling kids to say their prayers and eat their vitamins. Austin chugging beers and flipping off his boss. When Hogan returned in 2002, WWE wanted and planned for Austin versus Hogan at WrestleMania 18. But Austin refused. He wasn't interested in working with Hogan, didn't like the match layout being pitched, and felt the chemistry wasn't right. So WWE pivoted, gave Hogan to The Rock instead, and they created an all-time classic.
Facts.
Shawn Michaels versus Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero and Shawn Michaels were two of the most complete performers ever. High-flying, technical, charismatic, and brilliant storytellers.
Facts.
In 2005, both men were at the top of their game. WWE was heavily featuring them, and reports suggested WWE was planning Michaels versus Guerrero for WrestleMania 22. But Eddie's passing in late 2005 ended those plans before the build even started. Bret Hart versus Kurt Angle. For pure wrestling fans, this is the ultimate technical showdown that never happened. Bret Hart was the gold standard of the 90s. Kurt Angle was the next evolution in the 2000s. In an Inside the Ropes interview, Angle says he called Bret Hart in 2002 and pitched him a match for WrestleMania 18. But Bret had recently had a stroke on top of the career-ending concussion he suffered, so he had to decline the offer. Brock Lesnar versus Batista. Brock Lesnar and Batista came from the same OVW class, the most stacked rookie group WWE ever had. Both eventually became champions with massive crossover appeal. One became a UFC heavyweight champion, the other a Hollywood star. Two of the best physiques in wrestling history. But somehow they never crossed in the ring. There are rumors that the initial plan after they debuted was for both men to go undefeated for almost a whole year and then go head-to-head against each other at WrestleMania 19 in a streak versus streak match. This was even teased when they clashed horns at the Royal Rumble in 2003. But Batista suffered a torn triceps muscle shortly after debuting, and plans for this were forced to be scrapped. Undertaker versus Andre the Giant. When The Undertaker debuted in 1990, fans immediately imagined him facing Andre the Giant. In a 2017 interview, Undertaker said that Andre was ready to work with him at some point and already had an idea planned for their matchup, but unfortunately, Andre's health was declining. Andre passed in 1993, ending their plans for this dream matchup. Stone Cold versus Brock Lesnar. In 2002, Brock Lesnar had just debuted, and WWE was pushing him as the next big thing. Stone Cold was still a fan favorite and an established icon of the business. But WWE booked this match as a spontaneous King of the Ring qualifier on Raw with zero build. Austin refused. He didn't want to give away a pay-per-view level match with no storyline, and he definitely wasn't agreeing to lose in this match to an up-and-coming talent with no angle or plan moving forward. So Austin walked out, and the match was cancelled. Hulk Hogan versus John Cena. Hulk Hogan defined WWE in the 80s and early 90s. John Cena defined WWE in the 2000s and 2010s. Hogan has stated in multiple interviews that in 2009, the plan was for Cena to take on Hogan for the championship at WrestleMania 25. But it was unfortunately cancelled due to Hogan's back requiring emergency surgery just months before the event. Undertaker versus Sting. WWE versus WCW. Vigilante versus Deadman. The visual alone sold the match. There were two real chances to make it happen, The first was in 2001. During the invasion, if Sting had signed, this could have been the marquee WCW vs WWE showdown. And the
Mm-hmm.
second was in 2014. When Sting finally joined WWE, there were real discussions and plans around this match actually happening. But by this time, both men were too beat up for a match of that scale, and Sting's injury in 2015 against Seth Rollins ended the conversations for good. CM Punk versus Stone Cold. During the
This
summer
one
of
right
Punk,
here too.
this dream match was gaining steam and was teased several times. In an interview for the WWE 13 video game, Jim Ross asked Punk and Austin about a potential dream matchup and got heated responses from the two, which fans saw as a tease from WWE for a future match. In
Yeah.
2012, Punk was WWE champion, hotter than ever, and Austin vocalized his admiration and desire to work with Punk on several occasions, but Austin's body wasn't cooperating. His overall condition made a comeback risky. By the time his
Mm-hmm.
body was ready to have one last match at WrestleMania 38, Punk had left WWE and was wrestling in AEW.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels versus Daniel Bryan.
Teacher
This
versus
wasn't just a
student.
dream match. It was a storyline that practically wrote itself. Shawn Michaels trained Daniel Bryan in the late 90s. So when Bryan became the hottest star in the company, fans naturally wanted the student to face the master.
Yeah.
In late 2013, the crowd was fully behind him, and then HBK super kicked him during the Authority storyline. It felt like WWE was setting up a teacher vs student showdown. But
They
Vince
did.
ultimately couldn't convince Shawn to come out of retirement. The Rock versus Shawn
Yeah.
Michaels. Two of the
Oh, yeah.
most charismatic performers ever. The timing was ideal after Shawn's return in 2002. HBK was delivering classics every month, and The Rock was still working part-time while transitioning into Hollywood. The window
Oh,
was
yeah.
open, but backstage history shut it down. Rock never forgot how Shawn treated him in the late 90s. Even after HBK cleaned up his life, the tension never disappeared. Rock had no interest in working with him, and so WWE halted
That's
plans for a
crazy.
match between them every time it was discussed.
Damn.
Sting versus the Ultimate Warrior. This dream
Okay.
match has a special
like a
kind of
dream match,
nostalgia
okay.
behind it, because Sting and the Ultimate Warrior actually started together. In 1998, when Warrior signed with WCW, rumors of a match between Warrior and Sting were prevalent. But unfortunately, his run with WCW was short and messy, and
Facts.
only lasted a few months.
Right.
The angle never had time to develop, and there was never another chance for the two to clash.
Never.
Goldberg versus Stone Cold.
Two
Two
baldies.
bald, goatee-wearing main
Yep.
eventers, exploding crowds and causing carnage in the ring. The
Yep.
fantasy booking for this match was in 1998 during the Monday Night War, when both men were at their absolute peak. But with one in WCW and the other in WWF, it was never realistically happening. The real chance came in 2003, when Goldberg finally signed with WWE. And then timing killed it. Whenever one was healthy, the other was injured. By the time both men were finally settled in under the same roof, Austin was on the verge of retirement. The Rock versus Roman Reigns. This is the modern dream match.
Now, I can say people wanted this, but to be honest with you, some people might not be interested anymore because why? Is they might not be interested because they saying The Rock now is small like a pebble or something like that now because he lost weight. So I don't know if he wants one more match or he wants two more matches in his career left. But I think that if The Rock really wants to have one last match, I think this should be his retirement match. And I think this would be a better retirement match for this. I will go with this. I would just go with The Rock versus Roman Reigns as a retirement match because I feel like that maybe might be his last match. I don't know. But that's why he was out here looking all big and stuff because he was probably getting ready for something like that. But they still can do that actually. They still can. They was already trying to like they was teasing whatever they was teasing 2025. Like we thought that he was gonna do something to Roman Reigns after the tribal combat match he had with Solo. But he ended up being babyface the whole night. He had beef with Cody still, and then ended up dropping the whole entire heel persona, and he still was, you know, he was just being a babyface. He was just being Dwayne Johnson. He wasn't being Final Boss. Let's go
the
back.
one WWE teased for years, and it
Facts.
actually got announced before being cancelled at the last second. At WrestleMania 40, WWE finally pulled the trigger. The match was announced. The graphics were made. The face-off happened on TV. It was supposed to be the ultimate payoff to years of storytelling. Then
Yeah.
everything flipped. Cody Rhodes came in with massive momentum. He had fallen short at WrestleMania 39, won the Royal Rumble again, and the entire fan base expected him to finish the story against Roman. WWE pivoted. Cody was put back into the Roman match, Rock turned heel to fit the new direction, and the long-teased Rock vs. Roman showdown was quietly cancelled. That's every major dream match that almost happened. Explained. Please like the video.
Cause yeah, that was a good one. But if you think about it, why would he face Seth Rollins again? Like that, nobody wanted to see that. And then another thing is, Punk got injured. Punk came back, got injured at the Royal Rumble. They had to cancel Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. It wasn't supposed to be Cody, I think, winning it. He wasn't supposed to win it, the Royal Rumble. Maybe he was gonna win the Elimination Chamber. I don't know. But basically, what they did is they had him to win it because Punk got injured, and they was setting the bar for Seth versus CM Punk at WrestleMania 101 for the World Heavyweight Championship. Was Punk gonna win the World Championship? I don't know. But I can tell you, what if CM Punk didn't win the championship? What if he won the Royal Rumble but didn't win the championship? Then it would have been just for nothing. But I'm glad that they made a storyline out of this when he got injured and he was supposed to be the one to win the Royal Rumble. And then Cody wins the Royal Rumble and wins twice. And they also build a storyline. And The Rock also like gets in between the storyline, which it was supposed to be a dream match or whatever. He got in between the storyline. And it cooked. Final Boss, it cooked. Like, the storyline was so amazing, bro. Like, 2024 of that year starting off, it cooked. It really did. And 2025 just, we was in the depression era. People call it depression era, but yeah, man, if you guys new to the channel, man, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And comment down below, man, which one we react to next. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.